All right, so section 1 of chapter 1 is called using or object. I'd like to have you write the goals down so you know what you should be able to do by end of the hour. All right, so first goal is to identify parts of algebraic expression. Okay, that's your first goal. And I do write fast, so if you think that I need to slow down, please let me know. Second goal. After we identify the parts of it, we are going to write an algebraic expression. So before we do all that, you got to understand a lot of vocabulary words here. I see a lot of vocabulary words, okay? The first word that I see is expression. Can somebody tell me what is an expression? There's two types. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. It is a math phrase. So you know how in English language there's phrases, and then there are complete sentences? Okay? What's the difference between a phrase and a complete sentence? Read.
Sentence is complete.
And
a phrase is not. So
phrase
the
is
equation
not.
is not complete.
Right. So can you give us an example of a phrase?
2 plus 2.
2 plus 2. Yep, that is a phrase. To make it a complete sentence, then it becomes an equal sign. Then you put an equal there, okay? So then to make it an equation, you would say 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. That will be an equation, okay? But this is an expression. So we call this math phrase. This has no equal sign. So if I tell you to evaluate an expression, there should be no equal sign in your final result, okay? So there's two types. One is called a numerical. I think I spelled numerical wrong. Expression. And the other one is called the algebraic, which is the one that we're going to concentrate on today. There's a difference between the two. Numerical expression is just a number or numbers with an operation. It's a number or numbers with operation. Can somebody tell me what is an operation? Besides the ladies from my first hour. Sure. Sequence of events. In mathematic sense. In mathematics. Okay. To solve? But what does an operation do to the variable? I know, but what do you do to solve them? Let's put it that way. Think, of course, we think, right? Anybody else? Give me an example of an operation. Okay, so let me say this. You have order of operations. Does that help you determine what an operation is? Parentheses. What else? Exponents. What else? Division. Multiplication. Those are your operations. Okay, so here's an example of a numerical expression. Ready? Example will be 2 plus 2. That's a numerical expression. Okay? Or I can even do 1/2. That's a numerical expression. It's all numbers with an operator. What's my operator in this one? What is it? Division, yeah. Do you see that little line right here? That line is a division. Even though it's a fraction, it says 1 being divided by 2. And 1 divided by 2 is 1/2, right? So that's why 1/2 is a numerical expression. Okay, there is an operation there. Or I could even just say 5, and that's also a numerical expression. It's just a number. And we also call that a constant. Okay, a number is a constant because number doesn't change, and the word constant means it never changes. So any number you see is called a constant. Okay. All right, now we go into algebraic expression. So, like this, there is no equal sign, but algebraic expressions have a variable. So this is a number, a variable or variables, or numbers. You could have numbers too. And operations. Operations or operation, I guess. You could do singular or multiple operations. All right, so let me give you an example. An example will be, 3C plus D. That is an algebraic expression. Okay? If you noticed, there's a number, a variable, a C and a D, right? And an operation. How many operations are in this one?
Two.
Yes, ma'am?
Two.
Two, what are they?
Multiplication and addition.
Multiplication and division. See,
Addition.
did I say division?
Yes.
Oh, addition. Right here, 3C. If there's no operation between a number and a variable, or we call it a letter, right? There's a known operator, the multiplication. Okay, so there is actually two operations. Now let me give you the parts to this. Now, I just said it. What do we call these letters? Yes, ma'am.
Variables.
Variables. Those are called variables. The reason why we call them variables is because they can change. Variables are letters or symbols that represent a number. Okay, so in place of C, I could put 5 in there. Okay, or in place of D, I could put a 7 in there, and then I could evaluate that expression. Can somebody tell me what this is called? Yes, sir. Okay, yeah, it is a number. Well, I said it was a constant when the number is by itself. It could be called a constant, but there's a special name. Yes. Coefficient. So when the number is in front of the variable, is that number in front of a variable?
Yes.
Yes. Then it is called a coefficient. Okay? And I asked this to my first hour. If I had variable x, right? Does that x, let me write it over here. Does this x have a coefficient? I got 2 no's. Yeah?
No. One.
1. It does have a coefficient of 1. Because what is 1 times x?
X.
X. Does everybody see that 1 times x is x? Because what is 1 times 2?
2.
You don't say 1, 2, right? You say 2. And what's 1 times 3? 3. So 1 times x is x. So there is a coefficient of 1. Okay? So this has a coefficient, imaginary, there's a 1. I'm going to put it in parentheses. There is a coefficient of 1. So please do remember when you're doing work with variables in this class that there is a number in front of the x, which is always 1. Okay? All right, so the next part will be equations. So we just talked about this. Expressions have no equal sign. And I said equations are your complete sentences. So this is a math sentence. And what makes it a math sentence is the equal sign. So this is sentence with an equal sign. So this has an equal sign, this does not. Okay? That's what makes it a sentence. Because when I say 2 plus 2 is 4, that word is equal sign. Everybody understand that? Okay, is represents equal. All right, so let me give you an example. Y equals 2x plus 7. That is an equation. Okay? Anybody? Does that equation look familiar? Who said yeah? What is it? What does that line, equation represent?
I don't know.
Anybody? Thank you. And what does y equals mx plus b make when you graph it? Yes, sir. Slope NA. Y-intercept, right? So it makes a line, but that is an equation of a line, right? This is an equation of a line, but these two are your variables, right? Those are your variables. What is this 2 called? Coefficient, because it's in front of a variable. And then what is that 7 called? Constant, thank you. It is a y-intercept in that equation, yes, that is your y-intercept. But right now we're learning the parts of an equation or expression. With that, so this part, if I cover that up and if I just gave you 2x plus 7, that becomes an expression. Now when I bring that in, then it becomes an equation. So I guess you could say it's 2 expressions equaling each other is an equation. Okay, any questions so far? So now you learned about how to, parts of it, you learn how to identify the parts of an expression, yes? So do you think you guys could all identify parts of expressions? Okay, which we just kind of did over here. Yes?
So whatever number is by the variable, it's coefficient?
Yes.
Okay.
And then when the number's by itself, it's called a constant. Okay? Any other questions? We're good? Okay. And then the next part that I want to do is go through and write an algebraic expression. And we kind of did that in our support class. I thought it was kind of fun. Anyway, let me give you some magic words. You ready for magic words?
Yeah.
All right, here are your magic words, okay, for writing an expression. Let's just call that magic words. All right. Let me do this. Addition. Subtraction. Everybody knows those words, right? Division. Multiplication. Everybody knows all those words? I'm going to give you some of the words that represents addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. And I'm going to give you a second to finish writing that out. And let me know if you know any other words that should fall under that category. Okay, I'm going to start with some of them. Okay? Are we ready? Okay. I'm going to start with the word sum. Which category does it fall under? Caleb? Addition. Sum. Okay. What about difference? Yes? Subtraction. What about product? Lucas?
Addition.
Product.
Division.
One more try.
Multiplication.
Multiplication.
You just put it under division.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I was right. You're just...
Product. Okay. All right.
Oh, shoot, I was mixing up. That's why I did that wrong.
See, yeah, I kind of threw you a curve up here, didn't I? Quotient. Skylar?
Division.
Division. Okay, here's another one. Less than. Subtraction. But if it's 5 less than, it's minus 5, not 5 minus. So let's say 5 less than, I'm going to tell you, this is the one that's a little tricky. This is minus 5. It looks like that. Not 5 minus. Dang it! So it's minus 5, not 5 minus. Okay? Everybody understand that? Everybody understand what I'm saying? Okay? More than. Yes? Addition. So here we go. So if I say 5 more than, what do you think that looks like? Plus 5. Yes, plus 5. So those two are tricky. Less than, when it says, if you use the word less than, 5 less than x, then it's x minus 5. 5 more than x would be x plus 5. So don't get those confused. Don't put that first. The number always comes at the end, okay? So there's your more than, less than. Minus. It's obvious, right? Is that obvious? Subtraction. Minus. Do I need to add plus?
Yes.
You want me to add plus?
Yes.
Where does that go under then?
Addition.
Addition. Okay. Times. Multiplication. Thank you. Let's see. I'm just trying to think of some.
I got one.
You got one? What do you got?
Of.
Of.
Whoa.
Ha! What is that?
Total multiplication.
Huh? Multiplication. The word of means to multiply. Of. Okay?
Is it total one? 3%.
Huh?
Is it total one?
Total. I guess, what would you do for total?
That's okay.
Plus all of them.
Addition.
Addition. So let's say total is addition. Okay, let's do that. And then, oh, now this is by itself. It's not in this. The word is called quantity. Quantity. Yes. Parentheses. Parentheses. So the word quantity, I'm not going to put it anywhere. It's separate by itself. It represents parentheses. So if you see, if it says quantity of sum of x plus 5, then it will be parentheses around x plus 5. Okay? Oh. Any other ones you want to add? Yes, ma'am. Per. Ooh, I like that. Per. What would that be, Brianne? What is it? Division. Per. Millie?
Wait, what are we doing?
Any other words you want to add?
I think is dividend one? Or is that-
Dividend is part of dividing. Okay, so the word dividend, where does it go? Inside or outside?
Inside.
Here's your division. Dividend goes where? Inside. Dividend goes in here. Dividend. What goes on the outside? Yes. Divisor. That's right. Divisor. There we go. Dividend. And then what is the result called?
Quotient.
No, that's. Wait.
I guess, huh?
Yeah.
End result.
Sure. Quotient. I guess so, huh? I gotta look that up though. I'm not 100%. Anyway, any other words you want to add? Yes. Difference. We got difference up here. Yep. Any other ones? We're good?
I heard it.
What is as one?
What's up?
As.
No.
I swear.
I heard it too.
Got ditched.
Lucas, let's sit down, please.
Dude, someone was at the door.
It's okay. I got you. All right. As? No, I don't think so.
This disrupted our math class.
All right. So now let me give you some examples. Are you ready? All right. So here's example of how to write an algebraic expression. So I'm going to call this example number 1. it's going to say write an algebraic expression. That means it's going to involve a variable. Let's see, I'm going to give you one. Let's see if you can figure it out. Ready? Sum of x and 8. You do it. Everybody do it. Give me an expression. Okay? And then we'll have somebody give me an answer. So I'll give you guys a second. You just write the algebraic expression given that phrase. Okay? That is a phrase, so it is an expression. So is everybody done writing the answer? Okay, I'm giving you another second to finish writing. Okay? All right, Callie. X plus 8. Excellent. Thank you. Did I say your name right?
Yes.
Okay. I try to remember California.
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you another one. Ready? How about 6 less than B? 6 less than B. This is a letter B. 6 less than B. I'm going to give you a second. Let's give everybody a second to write the answer. Is everybody done?
Nope.
Nope. Ty's not done yet. We gotta wait for Ty.
Hurry up, Ty.
You done? Did you write the answer? No? Who should I call? Let's see. I'm gonna call Haley. What is it? B minus 6. Everybody agree?
Yep.
Did you? Everybody agree? Anybody have 6 minus B?
No.
Who said no? You shouldn't, right? You should not. Okay. Yeah. Because remember, we just talked about the word less than. The number, whatever comes first, that goes behind the B.